Hey guys, this is William with a very different video today. We are casting the finals of the Play-agricola Holiday Charity Tournament. Final table, Idlewild, Cat and Lap, aka Econ Sean on Twitch, Mike Chike, and Rainier Games on Twitch. So we've managed to raise $640 already. And so there's a good amount in the prize pool sitting at $520 right now, which is awesome. Thank you so much. There is still time to donate. You can do so by PayPaling me at agricolaattorney@gmail.com. You can go to my Twitch stream and donate to the tip jar below, or you can donate to your local War Child chapter directly. Send me an email with the receipt showing that you've done so, and I'll add that to the prize pool. So I've matched donations up to $400, and I'm matching half of all donations up to, I think I said $1,000. I'll match half of all donations. So still lots of time to come in, and also we will hopefully be doing the same thing tomorrow on Board Game Arena. If you're interested in playing or participating, shoot me a message on Discord, Twitch, whatever, and just show up 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Ideally a little before, so we have an idea of what the numbers are. So, because this is the final, managed to get a couple of people to come in and cast with me. So, we're joined by Mr. Blackjack Davy of Agricola Seasons fame. We've also got Sid, aka Sid NV, and CS2376 Jr. So, Blackjack Davy and I were at the same first table where Mike won. The highlight of that game is Mike missing Treehouse to build the BMW, which I really wanted, and he ends up beating me by a point, so it worked out pretty nicely for him. Sid, you were at the table with Idlewild. Could you talk about that game a little bit? So he was building those majors with Bargain Hunter, right? Because of Baking Tray. Oh my god. Nice. Yep. Sorry, we should move. Sorry, so we should move on because CS Junior. Could you talk really briefly about your game with Rainier and Cat and Lab? So yeah, if you could pass that along, Sid, I'll pull that up on the stream. Yeah, I can do that. Although it is easy if you guys are watching, it is easier for you to follow along if you're actually on Play Agricola because there is a delay between my screen and like what's coming up on Twitch. But you're fine to just watch the stream as well if you want to do that. No, I haven't got it yet. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so now I need to figure out how I want to put it up on stream. Yeah, please do. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Did you say grocer and eat and patron already?
So I'm looking at a hand with grocer, engineer, village elder, patron, crop rotator. Holy shit. And then for miners, fruit tree, clogs, ground pickaxe, plow are the highlights for me. This is quite a nice hand. This is Rainier's hand, you said? Great. Nice. That's what we want to see. We want to see good. We want big games. Give us excitement. So I'm seeing here writing maniac, silo girl, cloister dweller with a dancer to help feed, as well as evening prayer, almshouse, donkey. Interesting. Yeah, that's Mike's hand. Okay. Oh, geez. Oh, scholar. Sean has scholar. Damn. Let me open that one. Oh. Oh. I think you know what this happened when supervisor like this happened when we started playing G45. People drafted supervisor's a card that looks good but turns out to actually be terrible. I feel like this happened when G45 started getting like really played seriously. Is that people were picking supervisor and it took like a year before everyone realized no, this card is actually garbage. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, agreed. So, anything standing out in the first two rounds here? We've got two fields from Cat and Lap and Mike. Um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep, yep. And I mean, with debt collector, you can guarantee yourself family growth without room if that's if he's. So do we think then that Cat Lap's going to stay on two rooms? Is that what he's showing here? Right. Yep. Right. Right. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. You think he doesn't need it with the evening prayer? He doesn't need it. Where's the rating maniac? Oh, there it is. Play conservative silo girl together. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I wonder. Right. Yeah. The one. Yeah, do you think he's gonna get baited? Like I like the idea of evening prayer conservator silo girl. I wonder though if he's gonna feel that he needs to get animal holder in play. Like I wonder if that's gonna make him think, oh, I should play writing maniac just because like I also want to play animal holder reasonably early. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, Rainier just looks like he has so like it just seems like Rainier's gonna score a minimum of like 47, 48 absolute. Like it looks like that's the floor of this hand to me. Is that am I way off base there? Just, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I agreed. And I wonder, do you think does anyone go really crazy on the village farmer? Idlewild, obviously the hand we know the least about. Like, does the donkey, does the donkey get to 8 fields? Is that a thing that could happen this game? Probably not, right? Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, and I guess what did Idlewild open that you take over donkey with village farmer in hand? Or does Idlewild have some occupation that helps them plow, or they maybe first picked a plow or something? Right. Yeah, that's I've done that a couple times recently, and you feel like it's not rent keeper, but it feels like rent keeper when you do that. Hmm. Um, XBet9 points out, I'm surprised about the third pick deck collector. So, what was the sequence there? This is Econ Sean's Cat and Laps. So, Rainier first picked Grocer, and Idlewild maybe second picked Village Farmer?
Don't know what it was.
Something quite good, yeah. Yeah. True. I guess looking at Rainier, he picked up Grocer and Patron out of that hand, so his opening pack for Ox was extremely strong. Right. I That makes sense to me. I'm just trying to think like how many cards, given like some of the good cards we know are already in the game. I'm trying to think like how many would I actually want to take over deck collector. Like the gap between there's a gap between grocer and deck collector that is not that big, and it has to be one of those, right? It's massive, but like how many cards actually live in that range that are not in somebody else's hand? You know, that's all I'm looking. That's all I mean.
It's a very good card. I think yeah, I think it's made for the action type games where everyone's having a different game. It's getting that puzzle with like full puzzle.
I also think it shines in games with forward ox, right? Because most of the time you want Plauso with those in the game. Yeah, yeah. Church Warden, it's good with Church Warden.
It can be really ruinous.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And if it drops out good, you're basically doing six.
Right.
I
Waff-
don't think you just
Waffle says a sheep sweep would be badass. She says, "Got to fill in for Pain in his dad jokes." Thank you, Waffle. I appreciate that. Keys here for Idlewild. Huh. So I guess the Animal Tamer's Apprentice appreciates getting back to build quickly, but yeah.
funny because Christian plays like start players around fun, but like gambling for a 50-50,
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed. When you have these kinds of cards, you are kind of agnostic about when Family Growth flips. Right. Yes. Yes. You're sorry. You're totally agreed with that. But yes, agreed. Especially with Cat and Lap seated after you, clearly showing not he's not going to grow. Yeah, I agree. Given that's 3 stone that's not going to his stone house. Yeah. Do you, 3 stone and 7, right? Yeah. Yeah.
right? He actually needs two more because he needs two Renos and he doesn't have conservator, right? It's kind of
I thought no. Mike's the one with conservator. He can take 2 stone, right? Yeah. But then he also wants another 3 stone after that for his iron plow because, like, really he wants to feed with his iron plow. Like the first Silo Girl, or sorry, Iron Oven. Yes, thank you. Yeah, because that's really how he feeds after Silo Girl is down. Yeah.
yeah, probably for the heart as well. I don't think Solid Girl making this good idea. I'm still on the same source. It's too small. It's high to this like Renos one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Like, I would have played. The problem is, I guess thinking about his plows and conservator not being like play and like, I don't know. I mean, maybe give up on his reading. He's just reading stuff. You know, so probably. Yeah, I agree. Here's the plow. He's lacking a plow.
Cat Lab says after last game I decided thinking is for squares. The table's kind of responding to his fence 12 here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a fine line here, right? Like, it's fun if we have a lot of it's fun if we have a lot of participants, but then also too, like, we want the games to be fun for everyone. So there's a balance there.
Yeah, so I think Mike is one simple thing, but he can do it. Like he can Renault. Look at all the problems.
Seems like Mike not getting this clay grab here hurts Mike though, right? Like if he wants to build a cooking hearth on Reno, wasn't the clay the grab there over 3 wood?
I can delay off time, but
Hmm.
I'm not sure if three would be needed there.
Yeah, it just seems like the 3 wood is not helping him get to stone, and it seems like his he needs to get to stone, right? Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I don't know. But we go for the big three would. You might not have tempo for some power, especially if they grow.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be angry. Especially with one person like some power.
Yep. Is Mike thinking about is Mike thinking about building a second room at all? Is that right? I yeah.
Like that was a lucky one. Eating isn't very good, so I don't think it's really able to just like build it there. And the wood tempo's really bad without a holder in hand. I don't.
That makes sense to me. Maybe I guess the other reason I was thinking about that is I was wondering Rainier hasn't built yet. So is he wanting to be able to build just to like I don't know to scare Rainier or something? I don't know. Yeah.
And it's a way to recover from being important. I guess grocer and ground protect dog. It's pretty efficient.
That makes sense to me. I guess I'm just scared. I'm looking at Mike's not actually I'm kind of wondering Mike must have done a good bottom feeding action, right?
He just opts out and has and built the well.
He alms house it. Oh, it's the well. That's what it is, right? He's got a couple food from the well. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Three times.
3 times. Yeah. 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 So he didn't actually bottom feed. Okay. Yeah. 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 I thought I was like Mike's gonna need food in stage 3, but okay. Yeah. That he seems to be okay then. He plays alms house here, or he doesn't have to play alms house here. Even he could play it next round because it looks like he doesn't have to start player. Hmm.
And actually, I think Capital might take three stones because
He needs major points.
no, solid. But like I don't think because you can get with two weeks of production, which also puts two weeks for your Renault. Oh yeah, so maybe it's just like because your fresh body too, right? No, okay, Mike said. Like this is partially why I wanted to reach up to two stone, right? Because
Hmm.
three stone is actually a really good action. I
Yep.
don't want to get that.
Yep. Hmm.
I don't like this stuff. Or this is such a gift to Ryan. Okay, Ryan. I think Ryan's good now. Like he, what's gonna happen here is go forward, double build next round.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like you don't gain anything from playing backdoor here, right? Like I don't.
No, yeah, because so that's true. Yeah.
And that's the strongest that he's backdoor. And it sits in idle time for a while. And
So maybe just for the audience, so to highlight one of the traps people fall in with backdoor, if backdoor is only getting you growth in one round earlier, then you're action neutral because most of the time you had to use a full action to play backdoor. And then the other factor is Mike didn't need to even start player this round to get family growth next round, right? So Rainier gets to grow Rainier gets his first growth a round earlier, his second growth way earlier, and Mike has not even gained an action here by doing this.
Like even if it's late grow, you can grow better grow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's especially there's some players on the side who are very prone to like playing forever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's particular right. I occasionally think that door.
That's a good point. Yep. Yep.
But it is best as like yeah, one of the I
Yep.
think Ryan's game is super comfortable now. He goes twice an eight,
Yep.
twice an nine, or once an eight, once an nine, depending. And if you have plenty of
He's got Cookie Hearth and 12 food here. Like what? Is he sad that he doesn't have that he's not streaming right now? Is he like, oh man, this game is going so well. I wish. You know what? I'll just a brag here. I played a game with Sid the other day, and I was the fastest player at the table until we had to sort out two rules issues. So while I was streaming, just gonna shout that out. Yeah, I'm just joking.
disgusting. I think for the health of the table, Idol has to make sure Ryan doesn't get one.
Ooh, yeah.
With that, it's probably still winning. Especially of course, yeah, absolutely.
I think as Cat and Lap, you are so sad to have seen Backdoor hit the table. Mm, mm, true.
But like you have to try cards to fail or something like that.
And you know what? To be fair, he's probably gonna have a reasonable game. Like he had a pretty reasonable game one, so you know. Yeah.
But maybe, I mean, it sort of depends. Everyone's getting so many actions there that might just get like,
Well, that's
like
yeah,
succeeding is so terrible.
yeah. That's the fear.
But you need a lot of them.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the thing to highlight too is that actions if you don't have bonus points in your hand, actions can only translate into farm points. Whereas with the thing that ranch does is it gives you points that you couldn't otherwise get like from your farm, right? So that's like a maybe something we should talk about a little bit. That this supervisor is not quite doing a good imitation of ranch because it's not actually increased his point ceiling by that much because like of the rest of his hand. Is that a reasonable thing to say? Do you think?
Compare the math, right? Supervisor costs a full action, right? Because you can start there or something like that. Ratchet given an 8 points, right? And supervisor costs a full every round. So the net
No, no, no. It doesn't cost a food. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't cost the food. Yeah.
Animal Battle terrible. Animal Battle. Like he kind of rushed it. Like they kind of really get out of the way. But like wait around and do it. Because you need all the farm points.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure, yeah, I can show. Also, we lost Blackjack Davy. I was just about to ask him a question. Whoops. Sorry, Derek. Rainier's Hand is this one. I've got it up now, Bertuccia. He's got Grocer, Engineer, Rotator, Village Elder, Patron. No, this is not... Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Ground Pickaxe Plow, Fruit Tree, Clogs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is a very low wood pressure game. Because I don't think Mike is going to build another room. And, like, get a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if I will. I think I was thinking something. Yeah, I just like the second.
He has to get Reno here, right? He needs He needs House down this round. He has to get Reno this round. Yeah.
It's max crops, it's just his feeding is a bit sketchy when he doesn't get big. So
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, if he's not gonna, yeah, that's what I was wondering, because like yep, 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 and then he could have built the Iron Oven in 11, for example, on Start Player, something like that. Well, the well. So like, if he doesn't build the well, he could have built the Iron Oven. But yeah, obviously he chose to build the well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's what I was thinking.
look at the girls where you can sow your crops.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage, yeah, come on. No, I think he's a little bit short on that. Yeah, he's a little bit short on that. But like sowing two veggies when you have stop the filler in hand, and also just they come off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's got Flagon in his back pocket if he needs an emergency food. Food. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
I don't have the opportunity to take wood right now. The storage farmer.
Who would I? We were kind of chatting, so I'm actually not sure what the answer to that is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. He must have a problem.
Sorry, connected a few minutes ago. Who are the other commentators? We've got Sid and V and CS2376 Jr. here. Welcome, everyone. And we'll do a plug one more time. Thank you so much. I'll do a quick shout out. Thank you so much to Kristen 2, Blackjack Davy, Mike Chike, Rylocren, JPP, BKM, DV Lot, and Sam Folds. Thank you so much for your donations already. If you guys would like to support, asking for donations to War Child, your local War Child chapter, send me a receipt, donate below the stream, or PayPal me, agricolattorney@gmail.com. I'm now matching half of all your donations, and then contributing that to the prize pool, which is going to we'll have a breakdown of the people at the final table here. I'll donate to their local food banks, which, CS Junior, you were at the final table last year, right? You You earned some money. Yeah, nice.
Either you won, I don't remember who. I think you might have won.
I thought Gray won, but I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's a busy time of year, so appreciate everybody participating, taking the time to join in.
You kind of
Mm, I did not know that was a thing. You know what? So, as a Canadian, we have like no conventions here. There are conventions in Toronto, but there are not that many of them. There's just not really any board gaming conventions in Canada, which is
I didn't realize it was this weekend. There's all the tournaments,
right, right. Yeah, I would
so
look.
obviously like a mixture of video games and board games and unplugged.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to go down to what's the one in Indianapolis? The big one there. Yeah, that would be fun too. Gen Con, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely thought about driving down sometime. Would be fun to get more people. Yeah, I need to convince Nathan to go. Gen Con, yeah, thanks guys. Chad, if only you were here talking to me in real time. And then you'd be quick on the draw. Oh, normally I'm fine with crowds, but yeah, with COVID, obviously there's other considerations there. Um,
Limbo is also mostly a shopping convention there, so
hmm,
a lot of it is people come to shop.
yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Idlewild with the Rotherham plow.
I mean, you can't take that over Donkey, right? So
Well, that's yeah. So Idlewild passed. Did Idlewild? Okay, so Idlewild passed Donkey, but then still wanted to play Rotherham plow, which is confusing.
possibly Donkey's wrong with the pick, and there was not a really good partner. But considering what he's played so far, it looks like a mistake.
Yeah, that seems unlikely to me. Yeah, especially because we don't think it's a first pick village farmer. So if it's not a first pick village farmer, then or do you think maybe it is?
Like if you look at so Scholar was the second pick from that time, and
Mm-hmm.
Conservator was the third pick. They're not super high quality. And actually, the other picks, like there could be a first pick. Maybe not. Might be first pick after.
First pick Thatcher Wheel Miser, maybe something like that. I don't know.
I think Daniel is one action off being able to get Donkey.
Mhm. Yep. Oh, he's saying he wants to put a guest on the board.
Oh, right, put a marker. He played
Yeah,
marker.
yeah. He played that collector. Yeah, he's saying his guest went away from round 13. Yes, yeah, because the way the game's programmed, all people and guests disappear from the board. Yeah. So what could change? So like Rainier's into the driver's seat here. What would change that? What do you guys think? Like, what could someone do here to? Yeah,
He is going. There's a hand that's like, it's too late now. That double girl was sort of enough by itself.
yeah,
I mean, his hand's also doing better than everyone else. So
yeah.
I guess
Well, like his hand enjoys having a ton of actions, and he's also gotten a ton of actions here, and yeah, and it has a ton of crops, and yeah, I agree that his hand's really good. I'm just wondering, like, is there a card that Idlewild could play here that would change the game, or yeah, I don't really think so myself.
maybe it's both.
Idlewild, yeah, because of the room placement, yeah.
I think keys for growth of Robert Flower waste.
Yeah,
Keys maybe not. Like that's not the point. It's still okay.
yeah.
Miser I think is one of the worst cards in the game. Well, not really, but like it's better with Gamer's Apprentice. So I think well,
Right, right.
it's also because usually when you have room discounters, you want to stack up resources.
Yep, yep. And it also doesn't work with some of the cards that let you build rooms one at a time. Let you build them not on the build room space, and Miser, you have to go on. Like it doesn't combo with Eris, for example. Um, Mason's Apprentice. Yeah.
He might win the Village Farmer. He's probably going to plow for stacks that's now.
Hmm. We have two players in stone in round 10 also.
But maybe he has something that can. Yeah, third and fourth are still open, I think. Actually, even Mike's game, Mike's speeding is so bad that it's not fair that like second could still be a Mike. Mike really has that speeding. There's no play to build anything. There's no play on the board really. Like, you can board play and build a fireplace, I guess.
It seems like, yeah, if I was Mike, I'd probably be looking at two stone iron oven next round. But that obviously sucks because then you're not sewing. Like, then you can't even sew in round 11. You don't really want to. Yeah.
Oh, and the fourth play walks, yeah, I think Mike's really trouble. His Iron Oven's like his only option. He could take Reed and try to build a BMW. That was yeah, kind of
Clay room and full. Yeah, yeah. But, like, the thing is, Ottawa can only build one clay room. Yeah, I guess Ottawa was one clay short of building a clay room, right? Only had seven before, right? Yeah,
really big.
yeah. So yeah. So it's kind of funny. We can talk. Maybe we could talk a little bit about cards like Childless Rent Keeper, and like I think people are starting to realize Animal Tamer's Apprentice falls in this category. The power of these cards, and I think it's maybe more obvious to someone who's played a lot of Revised, is that you get that room down and then you play that card and you just have a ton of food. And like if the efficient actions are to start player and grow, you start player and grow. And if the efficient actions are to take wood or whatever other resources, you do that instead. And you let your opponents, because the thing to remember that I think a lot of people don't is the start player action is bad, right? So I think people like those cards let you pick and choose when you're going to take your bad start player action, which is very 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 nice. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Hmm.
I just have a fun time. I built a fifth room, then I'm pretty happy.
Hmm.
But also,
Hmm. Right. 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 Yeah, and I mean it takes more work to set up too. Hmm. Hmm.
whereas like childless, you could get prop.
Yep. No, I agree. Hmm. Yeah, especially if you can build. Yeah, if you can build multiple rooms, of course, that's where that card can be degenerate.
You can just build one room and keep it open for a while, and you're getting great food in the hardest stuff.
Hmm.
Like animals every round. Stuff.
Was that one of the pieces? I don't remember. Was that one of the pieces to the 200,000 point game? Was it Animal Tamer's Apprentice? Yeah. Well, there was another. There was a card that this was paid to it. Yeah. All of your breeding pairs built. All of your every two boar breed was the yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember the exact setup.
It was like was it Old Bones maybe or Bone Collector plus yeah Bone Collector plus Basin Maker or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Sorry guys, we're not like doing the most in-depth analysis on this game because the fact is Rainier is Rainier's winning this game. Um, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
And after that, you got to keep going. But I guess at the same time, play the ground against wild products and stuff down.
And then
Or did Michael first? Michael first, but then
no, I'd have wild built first.
I
Yeah.
it'll often work better for you to try to just put your next point away to the queue unless you're able to start player in round 4 or something. You can start player anyways, and you don't get that's how the way you sort of really queue doesn't matter.
Right.
Going to the double will smart anyways.
And the other thing that like maybe people who are not as experienced in the game, the actions that Rainier will get, like the action. So like you might look at Cat and Lap and Mike Check's farm and say, oh well, they're in stone already. Well, Rainier's just going to be able to get to stone because those actions are going to be uncontested, right? So we're assuming that those points are on his farm as well because like the other players are just not going to be able to keep him off of Reno, and yeah. So that's another factor here is like.
In this game, Ryan moved on so that obviously matters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't run a super inefficient. Unless, like, I think Reno is the one because I need to back.
Mm.
Or I have something to do, or I just need to have it. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I mean, I would say
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Reno not a pretty bad.
you don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes game is what matters.
And sometimes that's one of the well, that is one of the spaces where you can interact like very heavily with your opponents. Yeah, Watering King got played. Yeah, yeah.
don't think that's actually necessary. I actually agree with
Oh,
Ryan. Not really.
yeah.
If I want it,
I'm also just when it comes to the one behind that force is a lot better than some animal stuff. And although this animal keeper is kind of beautiful, actually, I haven't seen this play in so long.
I mean, he's got clock.
Rainier does, yeah. Rainier's got clogs, yeah. Yeah.
Also, a village elder, so like,
Yeah.
Yep.
this animal keeper is beautiful though. Like, this is so great. I love it. This is the style play of the game, I think.
Yeah.
So big and
Animal Keeper? I think Payne's played it once on me. I've definitely seen someone play it. I mean, if you play with Payne enough times, you see every card get played, right?
I mean,
Like you know, mediocre cards are very important.
uncalamity bad cards strong.
Right, you should think all cards are like strong. That's why it's
Yeah. Um, uh, Sorry, quick shout out here. Bertuccia has just donated $20. Thank you so much, Sir Bertuccia. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to throw that on the board. Thank you so much.
Temple, which I think came from the Reno Temple, like just showing those cards. If you would
do it in drama art.
yeah.
I actually like I said that I but that's so after going to
Reno Hearts was a pretty good. No. The animal holder is in the game. It's like yeah.
Animal Keeper was definitely a thing in EIK in 2009 with Manger. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I haven't played that many EIK games. Because, like, by the time I was playing online, they were already playing, like, EGIK or EIK WM, mostly. We were playtesting WM, I remember.
I still didn't see it play very often. I played a decent amount of other good games with the IK.
Mm.
Oh, you're right. It might stop your phone. That's not
like I played quite a few.
yeah. Right. They just haven't implemented anything that's
Yeah, which is, and you know what? I do the board game arena adaptation is awesome, but they are encountering. I think they're starting to encounter some limitations on in terms of complexity of cards. Because like, didn't one card have to be slightly rewritten just because it was like so much like so difficult to program it? They had to like slightly alter the text. Is that right?
make it clear about the work. That's cheap walk today.
Oh well, not Sheepwalker, but there was the one the one where you build improvements when you build rooms. Furniture, yeah. I think they rewrote that card slightly because it was like really annoying to have to program it. Which, unfortunately, like it's unfortunate if that puts a slight constraint on card design, right? But I mean, it's fine. It's still a great adaptation. But yeah, there people like to shit on Play Agricola. There are advantages to this being the way that it is, right? Obviously, there are disadvantages, but there are also advantages.
Considering the card set, I would do that. I like the free flow nature of it. Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice.
I'm very excited that it's
Woohoo! Yeah.
I after seeing J4, I really want our own like strip of it on it. Yeah,
That's the D deck, right?
yeah.
The amount of cards you have to pay up for that.
That's funny. Um, what was? Oh, I was gonna say the thing that I love about what Game Arena does though helps new players learn the game, which is a huge deficiency of Play Agricola. That it is not good if you don't know the rules. Like it's just like sitting down at a table and not knowing the rules to a game, right? So the yeah, yeah, yeah. So that I'm really happy that hopefully there'll be just a lot more players playing online, and some of them are going to be like, hey, I want to play with these other decks, you know. So but that's true. If we can get, but I think in general, just more people playing online is good for the game.
Arena, the amount of terrible games you have to play, like one big game of
Yeah,
Arena.
I've definitely been feeling that. Like I play Arena and I'm like, oh, let's play some board game Arena, and then I play Arena and it's like, okay, yes, yeah. Blackjack Davy says his favorite deck is the France deck. I do enjoy the France deck. I do enjoy the France deck.
There's so many more cards. Like, that one was so fun. The first deck is really opened up like non-character.
Yes, and that's been the good for like the people who play like over 1,000 games. Is that we needed that kind of breadth? I think. Hmm. Hmm. Yep, agreed. Wallfly votes for France. Says France and WM are your favorite. Gary says France is best for sure. That's what this is. This what this stream is now. Is we're gonna all vote on what our favorite Agricola decks are. Yep. Yep.
You can use your animal skin props or something like that. I don't know if the new cover is D6 or not, but I just like D6 in my mind.
See, I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like the key card. I feel like every time I play C6, the cards in the draft are so much stronger and it's always so much higher scoring.
Well, some intense quite as much as before because I think with a few more like iterations, pruning out some of the parts that seem a bit broken, it would be better. Or just like reshaping the collection so the average power level of
I still think my favorite set is dedicated to that.
Mm.
I do like that. You don't need to draft or even if you're one willing to draft, like it's very easy to get cards out of that. Those cards are all playable. They can pick randomly, so
Well, that's how they designed it, right? Because the original tournament format. So I think a lot of people don't know this. That when WM was literally designed for the World Championship deck. That's what it was published for. And the way they did it is they broke down the deck into four hands, and it was like alpha, beta. I don't remember what all the But like, and then what players would do is they would bid on which deck they would bid. I don't know if they bid food or points on which hand they wanted to have, so that they weren't doing draft. So like it was a bit, and you would say, well, I think I can win at a -2 food with alpha deck, and then you would bid against each other to decide. That's how you determined opening hands, because they didn't actually do draft at that tournament, which I think it's crazy. Like, think about that, it's crazy. But obviously, like, I think that's like part of why WM is so good in that way, is because it was designed to be like that. It would work without draft, right? That's like part of why it's so good for new players.
Yeah, I'm not even sure there's a card in WM that's over.
Mm.
And I don't think there's a card that's under like 0.5.
Mm.
They're really good. There might be one or two. The long
Pawnbroker. Yeah. um. Blackjack David, do you want to come on and talk about seasons a little bit? Just give us a little update on what the status is and what's going on. Plug another ongoing tournament. Family planner. Yeah, Sid actually always, if Sid's watching my draft and family planner, he's like, you could leave yourself open for family planner, which is just funny because he's so dismissive of so many other cards. But he's like, oh, family planner might be a thing here. Mhm. It's okay. We all have our pet cards. Yes, I remember Lumen's pawnbroker game. Yes, I remember that Relicran.
I actually really like the design of Punk Rocket. Basically, buy back the points at the end of the game.
Hmm.
Like, you have to pay more food, otherwise it's kind of broken, right? Like, if you can just know who well gets that like 12 food immediately, and then I think like 4 or 5.
Flexibility though. It's kind of. It sounds like it. It sounds like what it does is basically give you pawnbroker plus glutton, right? So it's like two cards in one, I guess.
I actually think the card that gives you a lot of control.
Hmm.
Hey,
You want to talk about
yeah, I was just pulled up so I could, uh, see, we have 1 full week to go for the closing competition, and then a few makeup games. And, as far as the standings, it looks like Dave is crushing. And we also have Gray, Mike, James, for watching,
Mm-hmm.
Rumbar is up there, and Montu, Ketchy, and Kimball are all right there. With a few others that can still make the playoff. But,
Cool.
yeah, Dave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wallfly. Wallfly says Wallfly is in last place. Groan. Hey, you know what? Someone's got to be in last place, and if we don't have people play, then we can't play. So it's awesome that people do that. So, and it's tough. This is a cutthroat. This site is tough to play on. Very tough to play on.
those are actually remarkably close to one. But Tampa is doing reasonably well, and they're pretty low. I'm surprised how low I am. So,
Hmm.
You mean it says the game over in round 5? May not.
Um. Okay. So what? I guess I'm not seeing Catlap's points aside from family growth at the end here. Does he have like two 1 point actions? Ah, he played honeymoon. Mm-hmm.
He has to pay back his range bench, so that doesn't cost any points. But I think he hits 45, maybe? He can break that amount? I don't know what. I think I called. Yeah, I'm just surprised. Like, Ryan's currently at 37, 38. Plus village others. So 41. Yeah. But he also has crop rotator for a couple of months.
He has yeah. Rotator's gonna get him at least 1 more point. Yeah. Yeah.
He needs to take two stones.
Yeah.
I think he'll win, but it's going to be a lot closer. Like, Kevlar at looks pretty, like, I think Animal Keeper actually beat up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, like,
Yes. 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 Animal Keeper is huge. Absolutely. Yes.
Without that,
oh,
that he's able to max out without that. So you need that extra build more points.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I guess we should call out that Cat and Lap. It's not obvious. So obviously, supervisor is pretty obvious in terms of it gives you a ton of action. So that's like a family growth. The scholar doing a very good impersonation of a family growth action here as well, because it's festival hall nice. The animal keeper has saved him needing defense a second time, and then playing a bakery for a little bit of food here.
That's a pretty big gap of points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. He maybe had shown it already. He said G to stone. Yes, so his grain got him his second stone in 13 the round 13 harvest. Yeah.
But
Honeymoon.
he's at 4 more feet.
Yep.
It's a
Yep.
very underrated card. It's small.
I'm high on Idlewild's room layout just because when have you ever seen rooms laid out like that? I just love the second. I love the second room on the rightmost side. Like it could go literally anywhere, and it's just like, yeah. Oh, the middle space is open. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Also, what are called eight fields for favorite
I
package.
mean, I don't know.
Well, I think it's no necessary, right? Because idle otherwise double cloud for it's worth like 5 points. But
Sure.
the Robert Forster.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just a
Hmm. To be fair, he would have had to take a wood action.
yeah.
But yeah,
He could
yeah.
yeah. I think the well, not the welding, but the not doing restructuring stuff with it quite a bit. But honestly,
Hmm.
it's Michael Plow instead of Henry. I did Jordan. It was Plow 9 kills. That's 2 point action.
Oh, true. Yeah, because have the third field be or the fourth column be fields. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I definitely was thinking fence, but yeah, you can't even legally fence because Idlewild's on it. Yeah.
And he can take this wood.
Hmm.
Just looking at the score. Catalab's at 40 should be able to read both points with Bakery and Festival Hall. Actually, probably doesn't have any points here though. Like, oh, I guess the board is points. So
Hmm.
looks like 43 for Catalab. Does he have any minors that are worth anything? So Jimmy is nothing, right? He didn't go that stage. And he can't play. I mean, his hand was awkward for baking food, but that's the whole bakery's kind of so don't really doesn't accomplish very much. He didn't really do.
Oh no, Ottawa made a comment about how their game was going badly, and then people are responding. Oh no, that's not what's supposed to happen. When you're playing board games with someone and they say, "Man, my game is going so horribly," you're not supposed to respond and give them like legitimate reasons you think it went badly. Wait until the game's over. Wait until the game's over. Oh, I like getting the feedback too. I just think wait until the game's over because like they all kind of started talking at once, and I was like, oh no, oh no. Especially because there was some consternation in the first game with two of these players.
Relatively comfortable.
Hmm. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. Is he getting? Oh, okay. I hadn't updated yet. GG.
Oh, he doesn't have a heart. No, he's just eating a bunch of rock. He's
Yeah.
going.
But I mean, that was the comment, right? That was. I feel like that was the comment the whole way. Is that his feeding is really terrible, and that's gonna unfortunately bring him down. That's fair. That's fair.
Well, if he just doesn't have backdoor, I think he might already be sort of that backdoor helps Ryan way more.
It did.
He
Yeah.
didn't gain an action.
No, he didn't even gain an action.
No, he just gave Ryan common free action.
Yeah. Yeah. And he cost himself a food. Hmm.
No, I don't think so. So he grew one round sooner for his first, then he doubled those two, and 2 rounds sooner for his second. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm not sure he would have had to start there. But remember, back for cost the back. Well, no, it didn't cost back. Yeah. I think he got at least 4 actions. I think he would have. I think I had it first.
I think I think the conversion what is like so like I think what we were pretty confident Ryan was winning, and most of the reason for that was just because um most of the reason for that was like because like we knew very confidently he was going to hit like 50. And so I guess the question is, could any of the other players at the table have done that? Like is that like they're going to be close but they're not going to actually get there, are they? He's showing 48 on his farm right now. Yeah.
Like I tried to look up players, like whoever it's actually behind the screen.
Yeah. Nice.
So I don't think Ryan is 50 enough back to the back. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What? But that's what's kind of sold it, right? Was like when Mike played the back door, it was like, uh-oh, you know, that's that's not good. Anyways, I'm gonna ask Rainier if he wants to come on and just chat and say congratulations. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah.
Catnap seems probably like better. They're like
Hey guys, welcome. Congratulations, Rainier. So you guys need to just introduce yourselves briefly, just so that chat knows who's talking. Perfect. Congratulations. So we were gonna I was gonna ask, like, before we make any comments, what, yeah, like, if maybe each of you guys could say what do you think was the most important aspect of the game, or what do you think was the biggest turning point? Hmm. Yep. Yeah, and Ryan.
The kind of big breaking point was certainly it looked like I was going to grow last and first grow around 10. And then suddenly it wasn't field doctor, it was just supervisor. And then my really bachelor in task and then I got double growing instead of just first growing once in 10. And so that felt great. And then the other, I think, big moment was that there's sort of big, but the other thing that felt great was just getting by all those rotator so and then like crop rotator, just getting all of that set up in the big game felt really good too.
Yeah, yeah. And we've got Sean here as well, Econ Sean, aka Cat and Lap. Nicely timed. Okay, and maybe if you could talk a little bit about how do you guys think the draft went? Were there any key decisions? Because we obviously we weren't watching the draft as it was happening. Were there any key moments or key turning points you think you guys can think of?
I don't know what I don't pick up my pack, but I definitely hope the strongest pack occupations. My pack is the one that had Rocher, Cloister Dweller, Deck Collector, Patron, Thatcher. Um, and I honestly don't remember what else. Idle, that's a six-pick Thatcher on XFR, and it's a fifth-pick Patron on mine. I don't know what Idle second pick. Um, I can't remember anymore. I think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as well.
It's probably Miser or Animal Tamer Predators. Like, it wasn't what I would have expected. When I wheeled my pack, I was like, wait, Patron and Thatcher are still both in here? That wasn't supposed to. My preference goes for. Oh, it was.
Idlewild first pick Zoo Director.
Oh,
well, you got animal that's
yeah.
the other thing that's going on.
Yeah, that, I agree. Like you pointed it out at the end, but I got 2 clay in round one. I got 4 clay fairly early. I used that to get Chronicle and Heart, and then I got a 6 clay grab, and then that was my game. Um, and the rest of the clay pressure was
My draft was that oh wow. Now that's the thing. And I said, well, maybe we'll be after with this day. And I got that myself. But then decided to go through. So that was that. So I never got it.
that does sound actually really huge. I mind Cloister Dweller, but Patron was also better for me, I think.
Yeah, I would probably pick Patron there. Having said that, I think we actually talked about this at the start of the draft, and I think you should have picked out Maniac. Just looking at the quality of the rest of your ops, I think you basically played the 3 ops you wanted to. And
Yeah.
actually, I think it was good for you that keeping track of the late and you didn't fall into like Maniac back and stuff, because I think that's still to this game. What you need is to get enough stones and run over time. And I actually think
Well,
that yeah,
yeah.
if you had like reverse the order, like you needed the Renault for your speed and stuff. That's part of it.
There was a couple things we talked about it a lot earlier. Like there are a couple ways we thought better than the rest. And honestly, we thought your game early in the game went pretty well. Like you got your two crazy prayer, you didn't rush the evening prayer. We didn't think there was any reason you were going to play Raid Maniac because you just didn't want to play rocks. The issue was that you didn't get the big play grab early. That you wanted, like you said, you wanted an earlier, which would have gone miles for you, and then the well, but not getting the big play grab.
Did we think about doing new stuff with speed count and rocket? That's sort of what we were talking about too. Which I think we would.
Yeah, because I think this would have been reached up to clouds or player out with
Yeah, probably. I think mostly like so you back that was the issue where it would have helped your feeding, and your feeding in the mid game was a little bit sketchy. And I think that might be enough for you to like be able to make the animal holder and actually hold some animals and limit all of that because that animal is cool focus by the way. Like
Yeah, really, really fun game for Econ Sean. Really fun game.
I agree. It was a very part is like game plan still pretty good. I think it was still fine. I mean, I think that like the I got very tangled with my sort of Reno like I knew that was gonna be an issue because I knew that I passed like like a $6 is a way to like get some acceleration after plan. So I was like, okay, well, I know that I'm gonna have to Reno, like maybe it'll be okay. And actions that you're delayed by are really hurtful lives. Um, so am I feeding like what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if take it, which like pottery was like the only reasonable minor that I could play there. Honestly, my biggest mistake in that game was just not hating the backdoor. I had a chance to just take it, and I don't remember why I took over it, but I absolutely did it because it ended up like if you're gonna be on a small house threat, then like why be part of the game that allows other people to grow?
Yeah.
It's true. You hit late growth, which is what you want, but then everybody backdoored and suddenly turned it into an early growth game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. So like if I had done that, it would have brought down the scores a little bit, and that would have been better for me because like I essentially have.
Hmm. Can I?
You didn't even get an action because Ryan was always double building. You didn't have SP for your growth, and if you just opened it backdoor, Mike, you just win. Because Ryan was before.
Yeah.
It helped me a lot. I agree. I was pretty much always double building, just given the resources I had and what else I wanted to do. And just where I was with the growth queue, it was the main way to like get compensation for sitting behind all you guys. But then yeah, that the backdoor was such a gift.
Can I? I just want to say thanks to Econ Sean Catlap for playing. Shout out to you for managing to do well enough with Acquirer, which is a very strong card, but not the most straightforward card. Like, definitely, that's probably the first time you've ever played with that card, right? Yeah.
I missed my early game with that game because like that acquirer game, my idea was to get acquirer around 6, acquirer around 7, and for whatever reason, like in my head, I thought that when I play acquirer, I can acquire around 6 for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but so I set everything up around playing acquirer around 6, but like really it should have been like everything up a step. So like there was some Renos cards. I did play cards instead. Tried to Reno later. It wasn't like it was more important to get the cards to get the acceleration on that. That like cost me a lot. That ended up leading to like like one sword later on, like and
I ended up having to take a feed action when I really wasn't playing Hawk. Like it led to a couple of bad things that
Mhm.
like marginally made
Well, but thank you. Appreciate you, and we know you not. It's not your usual environment, so thank you for stepping up to do that. Because it is a lot nicer when everybody can play four-player games. Because I think that's everybody's preferred format by far, right?
no,
Um,
I mean, yeah, like flat out won't do it. I think it's like a not a game
Not a
that
follow.
I've been playing. I just not interested in playing that game. I don't think it's a game. I played a little 3-player. It's just not fun. 5-player is very fun though. I like 5-player a lot. I'll
hmm.
play 5.
I wanted to ask CS Junior. Did you have any other comments you wanted to add? You had some kind of good insights during the game, so. Uh, mhm.
I have a question for Sean in the previous game. So did you not
Yeah.
consider doing early acquire at all? Like it's a lot of moves to just get like early harvest acquire.
Maybe at early cards. I wasn't sure how to get an early cards. Like I wasn't sure if you're supposed to like. I didn't know how good pinging to play twice was to get an early cards. I didn't know if I was supposed to like pick to play with my first action on the first. Like I wasn't sure about like how good those things were because I've never played with the card before.
Yeah.
I thought the safest path through the game, given that I've never played with the card before, like I know that for sure I could set up in round 6 and 7 by just not growing because I have this like this other crazy plan to like render the stone and then build the stone room with the the, uh, the tower builder and then get a bunch of fields with the rock pyramid.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, so I had that plan. So I was like, okay, like, get me percentages or like it hit being stable. And the reason I ended up having to build stables is that at 7, I had to build fences there because I really wanted to cheat, and I thought that there was I literally missed that pretty sure because of getting systems. But like, I might have still gone for it anyways. But like, I was like, okay, I need to hold 2 breeding pairs of animals because that's important. So with 7 fences, you can't do that. You can only save 5 animals. But with 3 stables and a card in my hand that gives me extra space for the stables allows me to hold 6. So I was like, okay, I have the stables here, so I get exactly enough space for 2 breeding pairs. That's going to allow me to acquire and then acquire another breeding pair, and then that breeding pair is going into round 8, and then that was the plan. That was like, okay, this is the plan. I know that I can accomplish for sure with this card because I don't know how feasible it is to try and like acquire as early as like turn, like acquiring in like turn 1 is great. But I see a good way to do that, and then someone else might.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, you need to, and you kind of want Baker to flip relatively early, which it was when did Baker flip to you guys?
For round 4.
yeah. Yeah.
That's why I end up doing the staple shenanigans. Like I
Yeah.
thought here so that way I could take a fireplace if I needed to, and then I could maybe set the acquirer then. But then like it just flipped, so I was like, okay, let's do stable, get the animals, they will do something good then for the acquirer. And then...
Cool. Do you guys want to shout out your Twitch streams just momentarily? I don't doubt there's anybody watching that's not aware, but if you could do that briefly.
Yeah, sure. So I stream at twitch.tv/RadiorGames, RANIOR, games, the space. Mostly Agricola on BJ lately, but otherwise Beast Mode Terra Mystica and whatever else floats my fancy.
And Sean?
I have been streaming a little bit of Agricola. I mean, I've been playing Agricola for like a very, very long time off and on, so like it's something close going on. I've been a little busy with like streaming a little Agricola, so I'm playing in my free time anyways. But for a top time to focus on Red Dead.
Cool.
That's cool. Glitchless or
Yeah, I aim for next week. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm at 27th right now. At some point, I'll play for top 20, but it's very RNG. That's very
okay. Pokemon speedruns are very punishing.
Yeah.
Like really, okay.
It's not as bad, but yeah, it's still pretty brutal. Like you end up resetting a lot of runs. I went through like 20 hours worth of runs in a week where I just like run like so brutal. But I'm gonna learn Mario 64 at some point. That's sort of like the next game on my list. So I'm planning on learning that. So I'll be focusing on learning some Mario 64. It just looks so fun.
Cool. Well, if does anyone have anything they want to add in particular? Otherwise, like I'm kind of gonna wind down the video.
So this is pretty funny. I know second pick was resource gatherer. So there was a resource gatherer in that draft that Sean would have had as third pick if he wanted. Although actually, second one.
I don't really.
So Jared Stone, you can choose to get either 2 wood, you play 1 reader, 1 stone.
Oh.
Yeah, resource gatherer certainly would have been good for the 2 early Stonehouse players, though, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just funny that it was in the draft because you had 2 people like passing on stone and a third person in Stonehouse off for some reason.
Yeah.
I was probably scared about passing it, but yeah, it's right.
I agree that must do what it was. But yeah, that pack was so strong. I don't think it's right. So, anyhow, my final comment is thanks for putting this together, making it happen. It's really cool. Definitely glad to be part of it again. So.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, thank you. This is not the end. This is the end of today for Play Agricola. We're going to try to do the same thing on Board Game Arena tomorrow, and we need players. So if you guys know, if you guys would like to play, we're going to be doing the same thing, Board Game Arena tomorrow starting 11 a.m. Eastern. If you're interested in coming, please shoot me a message just so that I have an idea of who is going to be there. But pretty much you show up at that time. We're going to be organizing on Discord again. So yeah, get on Discord. Thanks very much to everyone who donated. I'm going to shout out all the donators super quick. Kristen 2, Blackjack Davey, Mike Chike, Rylo Kren, JPP, BKM, DV-Lot, Samfold, Serper Tuccia, and Idlewild. Remember that I am matching half of all donations up to $1,000 at this point. So we're total at $710. So altogether, we're giving more than $1,200 to charity, which is awesome. 1,200 was my goal to beat, and we've hit that already. So thank you so much. But yeah, come back tomorrow and